Guys, I'm Harpi, and this is Karen Chu, our Director of Business Development for Platform. So I'll start with a quick show of hands about your experience with credit card statements. There's so many times I get my monthly credit card statement, and I wonder what is that $500 charge for Amazon, or worse yet, you look at your annual statement from Amex or whoever, and you're wondering what is that $3,000? Where did I spend those $3,000 on Target or Amazon.com? How many people have that experience? Yep, several people. Same thing with deals and offers. I think recently we've seen the credit card industry sending what are called card-linked offers, and I can't tell you how many times I've received offers for nail spas or jewelry, and that's just not what I need. So, I think that can be improved. I mean, do other people feel like that? Exactly. So, there's obviously a bunch of smart people in banking, but the data that the financial institutions work with is called level 1 data. So this is information about transactions. So banks know that you spent X amount of money at a merchant, exactly what you see on your credit card statement. What Slice does is we have what is called level 3 information. This is information about not where you spent the money, but what you bought. So the items you bought and how much you spent for the item. So the fact that you bought a frozen DVD or you bought a 4-hour work week for $12 on Amazon, that's what we see. And our company started with a very simple insight that there's a lot of good information about purchases showing up in email, but it's very difficult to interact with it. Even doing something very simple as, hey, where's my package? Or what size Nike shoe did I buy 6 months ago? It's impossible to do in email, or you can't do it in less than 5 minutes or 2 minutes. So we set out to create a better experience, and we feel that that item level information, when combined with the information that banks have, can create some pretty magical experiences. What we've built is an absolutely world-class extraction and categorization technology. So we extract information from electronic receipts, categorize it, and make it available via a white label API. So let me show you the type of experiences we are enabling. So what we have here is an app called Cityscape. We recently built this app for a Citibank hackathon. We were the finalist. And let's start with all. What you're seeing here are various purchases that I made for which I got an electronic receipt. So the first one, I recently bought Karen a lunch. So you see I made a Square payment. I bought a bicycle from REI. Going down, I bought a ticket on United Airlines, a purchase on Fandango. And then further down, what you see is all these purchases on Old Navy and Gap, which were actually made in store. And I got an electronic receipt for those, and they show up here as well. So what you're seeing is a real sort of breadth of information across various categories. And that helps me describe a consumer much better, what we call the consumer purchase graph. And if we go over to City tab, what we are doing here is we are pulling your credit card information using the City API and using the Slice API to augment, supplement what is available in the transactions that are available via City API. So here, you see a HSN purchase. I bought wood polish. And what you see is, in addition to the transaction level information, it tells me what I bought. So this speaks to me. I know what I spent my money on versus just the name of the store and what I bought. Let's look at this United line item. You see a red exclamation point there. And this is a very interesting use case. By having two sources of where I spent my money, it allows me to create some previously not possible use cases. So I click on that. It says that, hey, is this a valid charge? And the reason we are able to do it is I see a charge on your Citibank credit card, and I expect an email receipt in my inbox. And when that's not there, it's alerting me to see if this is a valid credit card. Let's go to charts. This is a personal finance application. And you're seeing, again, not where I spent my money, but what I bought. So home and kitchen is my biggest spend category, followed by travel, apparel. These are my wife's purchases. So all this information is coming from my Gmail account, my Yahoo account, And we support just a multitude of email providers, Comcast, AOL, you name it, we support it. Let's go over to budgeting. This is where I'm giving the control to the user. I can set limits. I can say that, hey, I don't want to spend more than $800 on electronics or $1,000 on apparel this month. And again, this speaks to me. It alerts me if I'm going over limit on any of these things. So as you can see, I think item level information has traditionally not been available to banks, but with the growth of electronic receipts in offline, in online, in travel, this is such an amazing data set that's just becoming available, which can enable all these cool user experiences. So I've shown you a bunch of consumer use cases, but you can imagine how this can be applied to even SMB applications like invoicing, expense reports. You want to tag your expenses for tax deductions or saying that, hey, this is mileage for whatever. That all is possible with electronic receipts. So we would love to talk to you further. Please stop by our booth. Again, like I said, we have a REST API. So you could be pulling down this data very quickly in your application. And data enrichment enables a lot of wonderful things. You can provide better online credit card statements. Like I said, I don't have to get offers for nail spas or jewelry anymore. And you can create more engaging experiences, more personalized experiences. And with this data set, obviously, the benefit that you get as financial institutions, people are more engaged with your apps. They are spending more time looking at their purchases, tracking what they bought. If they were price dropped, they are able to see that. And with the item level information, you can monetize these users much better than what the banks can do today. So thanks for listening. Look forward to chatting with you further.